Hi, Phil Aston here from nowspinning.co.uk with another video review. It's a rainy afternoon here in Cornwall, and you might be able to hear the rain in between me talking. But the album I've chosen, that I've been playing a hell of a lot in the last 7 days, is anything but subtle or gentle. It is Blood Incantation and the Hidden History of the Human Race. Death metal in any other currency, which I know some people are now going to think, oh, it's all that shouty and growly vocals. It is, but I have grown to love this style of music. And when I say style of music, as you watch this video, I know those of you already into this band will just think, well, just get on with it, Phil. But other people are thinking, oh, you're slowly trying to categorize and put this into different silos and decide what you think this is going to be like. And I can assure you, you'll be wrong on nearly every single count. Now, in the early 90s, when progressive metal with bands like Dream Theater were coming forth, running parallel with that as metal went to its extreme lengths to be as fast and as furious as possible, a style of vocal appeared which is called death vocal or growling or shouty vocals, depending on which side of the fence you sit. Came with bands like Death and Cynic, etc. And it was quite top end, and it sat as a vocal sound. Bear with me on this. You're thinking, well, of course it's vocals. Bear with me. But there was a band called Opeth, of which I'm a huge fan. I have everything that Opeth have released. Changed everything for me. They were really intelligent, complex prog music where the vocalist shared the kind of more growling vocals with pure vocals and used them almost as two characters to tell a story. And I just went into that. And also the way that the vocals were done, I didn't see them technically as vocals. I saw it as another layer of instrumentation. And so with, the entry point for many people, Opeth, is the album Damnation. And then you start to realize just how fantastic this band is. And I just love what they do. But this also has intense vocals, but it's more like, there's a band here called Swallow the Sun. This triple album. And similar to that, it just blends in. But the difference here is this is a very melancholy kind of album, whereas this to me is a mixture between Miles Davis and Dream Theater and Sabbath and Billy Cobham and Alphonse Mouzon. It is absolutely intense. Now, it is that there are traditional riffs in here, but the drumming is just full on. It is like jazz. There's a jazz album here called by Pharoah Sanders. I bet I'm the only video on the planet that has just put these two in the same frame. But this is seen by many people as an absolute classic modern jazz fusion album. But there is a point in the title track on this where it's just a cacophony of sound and just full-on intense instrumentation. This is similar to that. And also, if we think about Miles Davis and British Brew, how that sounds to many people even today, to me, and if you're thinking, is he comparing this to that? I'm just saying that it's an open mind, that this is complex, intelligent music that demands a listen. There's on side 2 is one track called Awakening. And From the Dream of Existence is the first part of that track. And it goes into, as it fades from this absolutely intense, full on, it's like as if you're just being, there's instrumentation and there's guitars, there's everything all happening. And so all it just suddenly switches to something akin to On the Run by Pink Floyd from Dark Side of the Moon. It uses the same kind of synth sounds. Now, before anyone thinks, oh, he's saying it's like Floyd, it is not like Floyd. But that bit, they pay homage to that kind of keyboard sound. And then they're off and running again. And it is absolutely intense. It's like mathematical engineering in the guitar playing. It's so articulate. It's so technical. And it sounds like everyone's pushing in different directions, just like this jazz album, but it's all cohesive. And that particular track, which is 20 minutes long, as it comes out the other end, Mirror of the Soul, it moves into a more traditional melodic guitar solo, which is absolutely beautiful. And the instrumental on here called Inner Paths, which has no vocals apart from the last section. And a bit like what I said earlier, when the vocal comes in just for the last few bars, they use the vocal sound as a layer of instrumentation. That's how I interpret it. But this is a concept album based on Egyptology and all the myths of the pyramids and everything. Yeah, all the stuff that, you know, many of us grew up with, you know, chariots of the gods and everything. And I'm going to show you the package now, because I think you'll find it really, really interesting. And if you're into collecting vinyl that comes with CD and everything else, this is a great package. So let's have a quick look. So here is the album itself. Blood Incantation, Hidden History of the Human Race. The little sticker on the front says, brand new album of mind-bending and intense cosmic death metal for people that love Morbid Angel, etc. I would say that it's for anyone who loves music that pushes the boundaries in every single direction, because I just think it's really exciting stuff. Bruce Pennington artwork on the front. I just love his artwork anyway. And also another Bruce Pennington painting in the middle. And on the back are the track titles and the picture of the band. On the one side of the gatefold is the vinyl album itself. Gorgeous stuff, just 4 tracks, but what 4 tracks they are, especially Awakening on side 2. This comes with the CD. So yes, you could buy the CD separately and have a smaller version of all of this. But for an extra £8, you've got the vinyl package. So also in the vinyl, in the left-hand side of the gatefold, is a poster of Bruce Pennington's artwork. And again, I just love this because it reminds me of the Eagle comic, and I've seen his artwork a lot on sci-fi books as well. Also included is a booklet which goes through a lot of detail with lots of, and adds to the mythology of the concept of this album, which I think is really cool. So lots of stuff that those of you probably over the years have seen, things like Chariot of the Gods and all this kind of stuff, pyramids and UFOlogy, time travel. It's all in here. You can see that all this that led to the inspiration behind this album, and it's really interesting seeing all the things that have influenced them over the you know, as a band. You know, everything from Tangerine Dream to Floyd to even Enya, all sorts of stuff there. You know, you've got mentioning Peter Gabriel, Robert Fripp. But this is, and I think that shows just how deep and wide this band's influences go, but the sound they make is unique to them. Also included is a lyric sheet, which is useful, as I said, because I view the vocals as almost like an extra layer of instrumentation. So this is a good guide, and there's a picture of the band on the back. So you could buy the CD for 11 quid, or for an extra £8 you can get this, and I think it's an absolutely beautiful album. And as I say, have an open mind. But seriously, I've been playing this non-stop. It might not be the music you put on in a dinner party, maybe it is, or a quiet afternoon in, but to me it's just as exciting and uplifting as Paul Stanley's Soul Station, which I'm going to cover in another video, which is uplifting, fantastic album. This to me is just as uplifting. It's exciting, and it really shows that, you know, rock and roll, rock music is in safe hands going forwards. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting me and subscribing. As I've said before, it means everything to me, and thank you for your encouragement, and I'll see you on the next video.